And that's the end of the news. And now, here is the weather forecast. There will be, over Britain, outbreaks of baked beans once more. With mushy peas on high ground. But, for those of you who are considering a European holiday, over Italy, there will be many outbreaks of spaghetti hoops!
Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty, a timeless classical story brought to vivid life by stunning animation. The beautiful Princess Aurora is tricked by the wicked Maleficent.
Stand back, you fools!
Can the brave prince escape and overcome the evil force to save the princess? Don't miss Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty at a cinema near you from Sunday.
It's a race to make a face when you play Mr. Pop. It's not hard. Pick a card and set the clock. Find the nose, in it goes, and the hair fits in there. But beware, should you stop, Mr. Pop goes pop. Mr. Pop has lots of different faces. More fun, more action. From Action GT.
He's a-coming! There's gonna be a gunfight!
When you're fixing for a gunfight, reach for Hubba Bubba. It's soft, juicy, delicious, and blows big, fat bubbles that don't stick to your face.
Big bubbles, no troubles.
When you're playing perfection, you mustn't be slow. Push the plunger down, set the timer, go with perfection. You've got to match the shapes fast, or the pieces pop out before you put in the last.
Perfection. More fun, more action. From Action GT.
Parker Electronics introduce Hurricane Higgins Electronic Cue Ball, the electronic snooker game, where you cue up and aim, pull off angle shots, finesse shots, trick shots, and the occasional fluke shot. And for football fans, there's Trevor Francis Electronic Striker, where you have to get round your opponent's defence, pass, and score. Trevor Francis Electronic Striker and Hurricane Higgins Electronic Cue Ball from Parker Electronics.
We're happy to announce the arrival of a new baby. We've called her simply New First Love because she's more natural than ever. First of all, feed her. Then gently squeeze her and see little tears run down her cheeks. Then she wets her nappy, just like a real baby. New First Love feeds, cries little tears, and wets her nappy.
Lovable New First Love, with her own high chair, pram and pushchair from Pedigree.
It's competition time!
You'll have gathered by now, it's competition time.
Yeah, I'm excited.
For the over 8s. Over 8s competition. It's quite a nice one. Earlier on in the programme, if you're watching closely. By the way, did you spot the deliberate mistake, or haven't we made it yet? Earlier on, we were talking to Mike Hurst about pigs. And so the theme of our over 8s competition is pigs. Let's have a look at the diagram on my left over here. Any second now inside your telly. We have a diagram, 9 piggies in a pen. 9 piggies in a pen. If you can add 2 more squares to this diagram so that each piggy has its own pen, then you'll be in line to win one of our spliffing prizes. I'll explain this again. 9 piggies within a square. Add 2 more squares to the diagram so that each piggy has its own individual pen, and send your answers on a postcard to this address coming up Nowish.
Just a minute, I must
What?
show you, we've
What's
got the
happened?
prizes. We've got Bruce Pennell modelling one of the prizes.
This is the
which
address.
stereo.
Wait for the address.
Bruce and I are going to go over the other side of the studio to
Wait a
talk by his bike while they're trying to clear the studio. It's like a madhouse going on.
While that is going on...
We'll fight our way through while
Yes.
you're giving the address.
Come back to me over here while that's going on, and I shall go back to last week's Barbara Woodhouse competition. Yes, this television set here. Last week, Barbara was in the studio, and she signed copies of her book, and she said to you, where should you take your doggy with a lead on it? Where should you keep a dog on its lead? The answer, as I found out earlier from her this week, is, of course, anywhere near a road or traffic or any form of traffic. Winners of the Barbara Woodhouse books, Deborah Hartshorn of Brearley in Barnsley, to Michelle Grant of Streatley in West Midlands. Such a lovely picky there. And also Graham Beattie of Mount Vernon in Glasgow. But I'd like to thank also the person who sent me this letter this week, dear Tiswas, especially Sally, Den, Foggy, and the other twit.
Oh, thank you.
Now, let's go over to that side of the studio and our inside broadcast unit. And cut!
Yes, we're not well, just about made that in time with about half a second to spare. Welcome to you, Bruce. Lovely of you to come and see us. World Speedway champion. Before we chat, let's in fact have a look at the winning heat of the World Championship, which was held at Wembley earlier this year. The heat, in fact, that clinched the title for you. And Bruce is on the very extreme left of your picture in the yellow helmet.
Fighting down there as they settle for the start of heat 14. And again, it is Pennell from the outside, and Knudson's drifted across, and Pennell has spotted the move and kicked him off as clean as a whistle, or has he? Knudson's come back under him, and this is sensational speedway. So Knudson leads it, Pennell's in all kinds of trouble back in second place, but that really was absolutely terrific action around the first lap. And Knudson it is, what a surprise packet this young man. He's in front, second place Pennell having to work very hard. Can he possibly regain the ground? We saw him earlier come from the back in the most startling fashion against Ole Olsen, and now he's gaining again on Tommy Knudson. Pennell around the outside again, trying to find the drive. Knudson's looking for him. They're into the last lap, just 344 metres of Wembley to go, and here comes Pennell again. And I think he's going to go round him. They're absolutely level, neck and neck, elbow to elbow, and Pennell is stretching him. Pennell's gone by, and has he done him? It's on the line, and it's absolutely neck and neck. Who's going to sort that one out? I think Pennell might just have got up by about the width of a tyre.
Amazing, and of course, Bruce, you're the first American to win that title since 1937.
Yeah, it was a great feeling to win it at Wembley. Everybody said it's so nice to win the World Championship at Wembley because of the atmosphere, and it was fantastic, and I love to do it, not only for the sport, but for myself and everybody in America and everybody
in fact, Ronald Reagan sent you a telegram of congratulations, didn't he?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was quite thrilled about that, really. I wasn't really expecting anything like that, but my promoter from Cradley, Pete Adams, got that arranged, and usually it takes a long time to get that organized, but they presented that to me the night that I came back to my home track at Cradley.
Now, your home track is Cradley. You came over here, what, was it 4 years ago?
Yeah, I've been racing here in Britain for the last 4 years, and I plan to do so for another few anyway.
Why did you come to England to carry on with the sport?
Well, the riders are so fantastic over here, you know. I mean, every heat I go in, I never get an easy heat anymore, and to become world champion, you could never do it in the States. We only have a couple of tracks, and I know the best tracks and the best riders are here in England, so that's the reason we came here.
It's nice to hear you say that, actually, because with so many sports, we've got the English sporting people dashing off to America, because they're usually over there. In fact, they're streets ahead of us, but we're tops at this, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. So, say 3 years ago, we only had 3 or 4 Americans here, and now this year we have 14, and I'm sure we'll have another, say,